Joe Biden actually got heckled. And if you remember during the DNC, when Joe Biden was about to get the acceptance, he was like standing there like, which way do I wave? And then all of a sudden, some kids came up behind him and shot off like one of these little New Year's poppers, like that shoot up the papers. And he got all startled and looked. Okay. Take a look at, this is one of his first times out of his basement in a while. Take a look at this.
Don't jump! Don't jump! Don't jump! Thank you, sir. How y'all doing? We'll hold here, guys, till he gets to the limo. Mr. Biden, you going to Wisconsin? I'm checking it out now. I hope to be able to do that. Sir, should President Trump be traveling there? Mr. Biden, what do you think of Trump's comments? He's up to our work,
Frankie sent that to Jess, and he said, I have a feeling this is what John would do if he heard Joe Biden was going to be across the street from his apartment. And I really would. And the heckler was amazing. I wish we could get him. You know what I mean? Can we figure out on social, like who actually put it? Let's get the heckler, because this guy's got a creative mind. And I don't know if you noticed, but Joe Biden was saying, jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. Because the guy was like on the 3rd floor of a building. But yeah, crazy stuff going on. What else do we have, Nico? I didn't make any mistakes again today, obviously, other than continuing to employ you.
Yeah. The man suspected in deadly Portland shooting calls himself 100% Antifa. And we know people on the left like Jerry Nadler want to say that Antifa is a myth.
So, yeah, maybe you might remember maybe like a few weeks ago, our good friend Fog City Midge was down in Washington, D.C., and she was with Fleckas. And Fleckas, they actually ran into Gerald Nadler in the street, and he didn't realize that they were Trump fans. And they said, hey, what do you think about Antifa? And Jerry Nadler says, oh, God, come on, this is a myth. Meantime, not kidding you, Gerald Nadler's pants were pulled up to here. His belt was like this. I'm not kidding you. His tie was like this long. Like, you ever see the little pin-on communion ties for the kids? You gotta have that, because his belt was right here. It's the craziest thing. But anyway, it's a myth. Now, in the ultimate gaslight, Joe Biden has turned around and said, this is Trump's America. And he said, you don't think that this violence is going to stop after November, do you? Do you? It reminds me of a creepy Kevin Spacey. You know what I'm saying? As the president. Remember when he used to do when Frank used to do those little asides? He used to go, you don't think the violence is going to stop now, do you? Do you? You know? And Kevin Spacey is another global pedophile. And, you know, as you know, Joe Biden is a super sniffer. He's a world-class child sniffer. And he's been accused by many women of inappropriate touching, inappropriate smelling, inappropriate fondling, and one particular woman in particular, inappropriate digit penetration. So, you know, he's been accused of almost the gamut of, you know, all kinds of different sexual harassment against women. But this is their guy. And they got the vessel right next to him in Kamala Harris. And she's carrying all that Green New Deal stuff that Bernie and AOC want. If you really want to, you know, I'm going to make a crime family. I am. I'm going to make the real crime family. You know, for years, the FBI and the New York District Attorney and the Department of Justice, they're always going after Italian people for dealing within their own sect of people, and they assume, well, just because they're Italians, oh, they're part of the whole thing. They must be in the mob and there. Okay? I am going to put together the real democratic, progressive, socialist crime family. And you're going to see Kamala is right on top of it. Well, she's right below the Clinton cartel leadership and the Obamaite leadership. And then you got Kamala as chief consigliere because she's the vessel to carry all the stuff. And then Joe Biden, I'll be shocked if he makes the election, but he's getting closer every day. If he ever won, I mean, he's Jeffrey Epstein on steroids, if you know what I mean.